Welcome, Radiant One. Prepare to feel amazing. I spend time researching the best techniques and styles, so I can bring you simple tutorials that truly work. Today we're transforming your look with the 5 bob haircut mistakes that instantly age you and how to fix them. And I promise you're going to feel amazing. We'll walk through each mistake together, identify where your cut might need adjusting, and show you exactly how to refresh your bob so it works beautifully with your face shape and features. By the end, you'll know exactly what to ask your stylist for and how to style at home. Let's dive in. Part 1. Blunt ends that miss your face shape. Alright, ready for this? Here's something most people miss. A blunt bob that doesn't follow your face shape instantly ages you. When the line hits exactly at your jawline without any angle, it can emphasize heaviness and create a harsh effect that actually draws attention to areas you want to soften. The fix is beautiful and simple. You want your bob to have a subtle angle, longer in the front and slightly shorter in the back. This creates a gentle frame that lifts and softens your features naturally. See that lift? Gorgeous, right? The angle should follow your bone structure. If you have a rounder face, ask your stylist for longer layers in front that graze below your chin. How's it feeling so far? For square jaw shapes, that angled front piece is absolutely your friend. It creates movement and flow instead of a flat line. You're doing beautifully. Here's something crucial. Communication with your stylist matters. Bring a photo showing the angle you want, not just any bob. That specific detail changes everything. Ask your stylist to point out where the ends will land on your face when styled. This small change makes a huge difference. Perfect, keep going. Between appointments, add a subtle face framing layer every 4 weeks at home with thinning shears if you're comfortable, or ask your stylist to add this detail. Almost nobody talks about this part, but maintenance of that angle is where the magic happens. A blunt bob loses its shape quickly without proper upkeep. Style with a volumizing mousse at the roots and a light texturizing spray at the ends. And that's it for this step, easy, right? Part 2. Lacking texture and movement. Let's begin beautifully. A smooth one-length bob with zero texture reads as flat and dated instantly. This is where the magic happens. Adding layers and movement transforms everything. Texture breaks up the line, creates dimension, and actually makes your hair look fuller and more youthful. Watch this closely. Fine or thinning hair especially needs texture to create the illusion of volume. Ask your stylist for choppy layers throughout, not just face framing pieces. Layers should start at mid-length and work through to the ends. Notice the difference already? The movement creates a softer silhouette around your face. You're doing beautifully. Shorter, choppier layers give contemporary movement, while slightly longer layers keep elegance and ease. Here's something most people miss. Texture requires the right cut technique. Your stylist should use point cutting or razor techniques, not blunt line scissors. This creates soft, piecewise layers instead of blunt chops. How's it feeling so far? That technique difference matters enormously. Styling texture is straightforward and takes seconds. Apply a texturizing sea salt spray to damp hair, blow dry with your fingers for separation, and finish with a light hold spray. This small change makes a huge difference. Almost nobody talks about how sea salt spray transforms a layered bob instantly. Between salon visits, use a texturizing dry shampoo at roots for lift and separation. Tousle with your fingers while blow drying instead of smoothing. This is where the magic happens. And that's it for this step, easy, right? Part 3. Wrong length for your face shape. Okay, gorgeous, here's where the magic starts. Bob length makes or breaks whether you look refreshed or aged. A bob that's too short can expose too much of your face and neck, while one that's too long loses its bob structure. The perfect length for mature faces typically hits between your chin and collarbone. See that lift? Gorgeous, right? For round face shapes, aim for chin length or slightly longer. This creates vertical line and prevents wideness. How's it feeling so far? For square faces, longer bobs past the jaw soften angles beautifully. You're doing beautifully. For oval faces, you have flexibility, but chin length creates perfect proportion. Heart-shaped faces benefit from length that balances a wider forehead. Here's something most people miss. The styling position changes how length reads on your face. A bob styled with volume at the crown appears shorter than one styled sleek. This small change makes a huge difference. Ask your stylist to show you the length while you're sitting in the chair, then stand and check proportion. Watch this closely. Neckline exposure matters too. Mature skin around the neck shows age, so many women prefer bobs that graze their collarbone for coverage. Almost nobody talks about this, but it's powerful. That coverage changes how youthful the whole look feels. This is where the magic happens. Between appointments, use length-extending products like hair-thickening fibers at the roots and texturizing sprays throughout. These create the illusion of fresh length between cuts. Notice the difference already? And that's it for this step. Easy, right? Part 4. Styling it too flat and heavy. Let's begin beautifully. How you style your bob matters more than the cut itself. A bob styled flat against your head and heavy throughout instantly reads as dated and adds years. The modern bob needs lift at the crown and movement at the ends. See that lift? Gorgeous, right? Volume at the roots is your secret weapon. Blow dry your hair upside down first, directing heat to your roots. This creates natural lift that lasts all day. How's it feeling so far? Use a round brush or paddle brush to smooth while directing hair away from your face. You're doing beautifully. That directional styling creates lift and movement automatically. Here's something most people miss. The products you use determine whether your bob looks heavy or fresh. Skip thick creams and oils at the roots. Instead, use volumizing mousse, lightweight texturizing spray, and dry shampoo for lift. This small change makes a huge difference. Apply mousse to damp roots before blow drying for maximum volume. Watch this closely. At the ends, you want separation, not bluntness. Use a texturizing sea salt spray and tousle with fingers while blow drying. Almost nobody talks about how this technique transforms flatness instantly. This is where the magic happens. Your bob should move and separate, not lay solid. For second day styling, add dry shampoo at roots for grip and volume. Tousle gently with fingers. Notice the difference already? Between appointments, refresh with light mists of texturizing spray throughout the day. And that's it for this step. Easy, right? Part 5. Ignoring your hair texture. Alright, ready for this? This is something most people miss. Your bob must work with your natural hair texture, not against it. Fine hair needs different techniques than thick or curly hair. A cut designed for thick, straight hair will look thin and limp on fine texture. The magic happens when your stylist customizes the cut to your specific texture. See that lift? Gorgeous, right? Fine hair bobs need shorter, choppier layers for lift. Longer layers weigh fine hair down and create flatness. How's it feeling so far? Ask your stylist for layers that start higher, around ear length. You're doing beautifully. Thick hair can handle longer layers and more blunt lines without losing shape. Curly hair needs layers inside the curve to create movement and prevent bulk. Here's something crucial. The product formula changes with texture. Fine hair needs volumizing, lightweight formulas. Thick hair benefits from smoothing creams. Curly hair needs definition creams and curl sprays. This small change makes a huge difference. Using heavy products on fine hair is your biggest styling mistake. Watch this closely. Blow drying technique differs by texture too. Fine hair should be blow dried with light touch and fingers, not heavy brush pressure. Almost nobody talks about this, but it changes everything. Curly hair should be diffused or air dried with curl cream. Thick hair can be blow dried with brushes for smoothness. This is where the magic happens. Between appointments, use texture-specific dry shampoos and sprays. Get regular trims every 4 to 6 weeks to maintain shape. Notice the difference already? And that's it for this step. Easy, right? And just like that, beautiful, you've created this stunning look. You now know exactly what aging bob mistakes to watch for and how to fix each one. Whether it's adding angle, creating texture, finding your perfect length, styling with volume, or customizing for your hair texture, these 5 changes will absolutely transform how your bob looks and how you feel wearing it. I know you're going to wear this with such confidence. If this tutorial helped you, please like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and comment below with your results. I read every single one.